Today on Let's Play Bedrock, I'm going to build an incredible Piglin-themed nether portal, and we're going to explore the nether for the first time in this world. I have just a few housekeeping things to take care of before we start on today's awesome build. In the previous episode, I told you guys I was gonna go mining and I would try to remember to show you how many diamonds we got from that one mining session. So, a promise is a promise. Woohoo! Look at that! That equates to 88 diamonds, my friends. I think we're good, at least for a little while. During the previous episode, we also got enchantments on all of our tools, and I forgot one very important thing. We forgot our bow. Early on in the world when I was doing a bunch of fishing, I fished up a ton of bows. And we fished this guy up, which is nearly perfect. I'm gonna take this bow with Infinity Unbreaking 3, Power 4, and Punch 2, and I'm gonna combine it with this Flame 1 bow so we can have arrows that set bad guys on fire. How cool is that? And then I actually wanna take this Power 4 up to Power 5, so we actually already have Punch 2, and we don't need a garbage bow enchantment like Mending, so we'll go ahead and destroy that Mending. Yes, the perfect bow. It couldn't be better. Then I'm gonna take our perfect bow and combine it with this brand new bow, and we have a brand new perfect bow. Easy. And that one arrow right there is all we're ever gonna need. And speaking of Mending, while it may be a really bad enchantment and a bad life choice to put it on your bow, it is actually a really great enchantment for the rest of your tools and armor. During a recent live stream, I came over here to this desert village, and we trapped a villager in that house. There he is. Hello. It took us about 20 minutes, but we finally got a mending book, and I've been trading paper with this guy like crazy so that I could get my first mending book in the world. Oh, that's a good feeling. Yes. I'm so happy. Considering that my Silk Touch pick is not doing so hot, and it's the one that I'm going to be using the most often, that is going to get the honor of taking the first mending enchantment. Now, as long as we don't die in lava, we should be okay. Last but not least, in the last video, I challenged you guys to like this video, and if 300 people liked the video, we would jump from world height to world depth with nothing but a water bucket. Allow me to get this set up, and then we're gonna take the plunge. And this right here, my friends, is why you don't dig straight down on one block. Okay, let's take care of that. I've located the bottom of the world. Now all we gotta do is pillar up to the top and take a step forward. Falling down this hole is actually gonna be the easy part. The hard part is gonna be getting into that hole without splattering on the ground right next to it. There's no turning back now. We can't get down from here except for jumping. Why did I agree to this again? I've actually done this kind of a stunt before, but from a much lower height. And usually when I do this, I actually just spam click the place button with the water bucket until we hit the ground, and most of the time I'm fine. I'm actually gonna challenge myself. You guys did such a great job hitting 300 likes on the video. I'm only going to allow myself one click. That's right, I've gotta wait till I'm almost at the very bottom of the drop, and then I can click the place button and hope that I get the water down in time. Basically what I'm saying is you guys are more than likely gonna see an on-screen blue jay death today. But wow, look at this view. It's so pretty. Which way was I supposed to drop again? It's this way, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And here we are, max height, world height, 320 blocks, all the way down to bedrock. And a promise is a promise. I'm gonna jump with nothing except for a water bucket. And oh my goodness, I just realized I left my armor on. But a promise is a promise. Hopefully this just lands down there and we can pick it up pretty quick. You know what I didn't think about? What if I survive this? If I survive this, I have no way to get back up. Well, so long to my diamond armor, or so long to my life. Either way, this is gonna be great for you guys. I gotta say this quick so my stuff doesn't despawn. If 350 people like this video, in the very next video, I will go into the nether with no armor and no weapons, and I will attempt to punch a piglin and make as many of them mad as possible and still try to make it out of there alive. So, if you want to see it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe while you're at it. Let's jump off this pillar. Okay, here we go. Line it up. 3, 2, 1. Water bucket challenge is underway. We can even make the first hole. Oh, please. Okay, we're in. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh. Ow, that hurt. Looks like our armor is safe. Water bucket, may you rest in peace down there with my former self. Now that I've had a chance to pick myself up off the ground, give me just a second to pick up some other things that we're gonna need for today's build. I now have every everything I need in these couple of chests, plus a place to put junk if we need it. And I can't quite start the build yet because I do need to do some terraforming. I'm gonna have a bridge coming over the river and meeting up with the entrance to our nether portal. And so in order to do that, I kind of need to figure out how these two spots are gonna meet up. So I'm just gonna start digging and we'll see where we get. Before I could start reshaping the land, I actually needed to remove a bunch of trees. It took some time, but we got a ton of wood from it. But then I got so focused on reshaping the land that I forgot one very important thing. And it cost me dearly. I am partway through terraforming the space for our build, and I was just reminded of something that I'm gonna remind you. Don't forget to check your tool durability. Well, that's that. It feels a little weird standing on this side of the river to get a bird's eye view, but there it is right there. This is the space we're gonna build our portal, and if that looks huge, it kind of is. I've marked out the bottom corners of where our portal is gonna go, and we're gonna go ahead and just fill this in just like that. And then I'm gonna build all the way up to Y level 77, and then we'll go straight across, and then I'll realize that I have no way to get down. Man, this episode is all about jumping. Look, watch this. Are you ready? Ah! Just pretend I didn't say anything and wasn't trying to get my water bucket out. I'm fine. We survived. Then we're gonna go over here and build this up to Y level 77 and meet up with the crossbeam of the top. That's one too high. And then we're gonna try this again. The water bucket challenge. Are you ready? I can prove to you I can do this. You ready? Boom. No damage taken. We're fine. That's a massive portal. I'm not gonna light this yet. We're gonna save that to the end. And I got way more obsidian than I thought I'd need. Good grief. So with the portal frame in place, I'm gonna go ahead and start building the structure around it. We're trying to mask out the portal so we don't see any of the obsidian or as little of it as possible. Because this structure was built by the same builders that built the dragon temple over there, we're going to use some of the same build techniques. One of which is alternating between blocks and walls on the front corners of the build. And if you're following along, eventually you'll have something that looks a little bit like this. From front to back is 7 blocks, and the rest of this build behind the portal is actually just going to be solid blocks. No alternating between walls and blocks. We're just trying to fill this whole thing in. This will be the body of our piglin portal. This doesn't really include any texture variation yet, but I am going to have some mossy cobble toward the bottom because this whole area is going to be filled in with water. And as we go up the build, we'll have less and less mossy cobble on the build, but we'll have more things like andesite and regular cobble mixed in, which will once again give it that really cool ruined look. The body is finished aside from the texture variation. We're going to start working on the arms. This is the outline of the width of the arm, and from here we're going to go up 4, and then over 1, and then up 4 more, and then we're gonna go over 1, but we're gonna skip the corner, so we'll just take that block out when we finish putting this block here, and we're gonna go up 2, and then same thing, skip the corner, and then we're gonna go 3 this direction, so 1, 2, and 3. Then on this side, we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Same thing, skip the corner, place a block there, then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll go 1 and 2, and I believe that's where we stop. That doesn't seem right. I think we need that block right there in the corner. Yep, there we go. Instead of filling all of this space in with blocks, we're actually going to use walls. I just love how much more depth this has and how much more interesting the build looks because of it. So yeah, we're just gonna do that all the way around the arm. Eventually, we'll have an arm that looks something like this. Everything is filled in. I've done some texture variation here and there, but now I need to take this and mirror it over here because, you know, piglins have 2 arms, not just 1. That is not looking half bad. We've got both arms and most of the body done. There's a few small details we need to take care of, but the big thing that's left is the head. So while I'm finishing up building the piglin head, let's catch up on the jungle story so far. When the ancient farmers went to the Nether for the first time, they encountered the piglins. As a gesture of good faith, noticing the piglins' love of gold, they gave up their golden armor to them in hopes that they'd gain favor and information. However, the piglins quickly turned on our farmers and they were forced to retreat back to the overworld. There, they constructed a monument of Thor's hammer, and while they were preparing to take the Nether with their newly crafted armor and weapons, enchanted with the power of Thor, the piglins snuck into the jungle under cover of night and thunder, and they destroyed the villagers' crops along with their dream of ultimate power. Regretful of their greed, the farmers sealed off the portal inside a statue of their new enemy as a warning and a reminder of the danger that lurks inside. Until one day, the statue was shattered, and the portal was opened once more. What happens next is a story for another time. Would you look at that? Oh my goodness. Our Piglin portal is completely done. It's amazing. Couple things we didn't show in the time lapse. We got a little waterfall coming off of each side and a wall surrounding a little pond of water all the way around the entire portal. Since piglins live in a fiery land, it was believed by our ancient civilization that putting water around the portal would keep them out. And so we have these waterfalls off the shoulders and water going all the way around the portal. Kind of a fun little added feature. Can we also just take a minute to say how menacing this thing looks with RTX turned on? I couldn't be happier. Look at those glowing eyes. No one's ever gonna want to go in there. The last thing that I want to do before we are done officially with the build and moving on to the next part of the episode, we need to light the portal. So here goes nothing. Boom! Oh my! Woohoo! That is beautiful. Let's back up and take a look. Wow! That is one stinking cool portal. I'm so happy with how this turned out. I always say to myself, a build must look really good without RTX in order for it to be a good build. And I think this looks fantastic. And I hope you do too. I'm actually a little terrified to head into the Nether right now with not really anything enchanted on our armor, especially no fire protection, but we're gonna do it anyway. For the content, where are we gonna end up on our first trip to the Nether? Okay, oh my, we are safe. Kind of. Whoa, hello there. That's a big drop. We are here for a few different things. And you know, now that I think about it, we should head back for a piece of gold armor. Perfect. Gold pants. There really is no good way down, is there? Am I gonna have to jump? Oh, here. Maybe. Is this better? Oh, that's much better. That's much safer to jump down there. We are here for several different items, this being one of them. This is nether quartz. We are far enough along in the world now that we're going to start doing some automation as early as the next episode. Quartz is a crucial material needed for some redstone items, so we got it. Whoa. I hear you gasped. Where are you at? Oh no, I just noticed my Minecraft sounds aren't working on the recording. OBS, what's wrong with you? One moment. That's much better. Hey, that's kind of cool. We can easily see where our portal is from down here. I'd really love to find a nether fortress today because we could really use some blaze rods. I'd also love to get a hold of a couple of magma cubes to get some magma cream. A couple of really essential resources that we're gonna need for upcoming adventures and builds. But many of you probably have seen me go to the nether before, and many of you have been to the nether yourself. So we're just gonna go ahead and do a montage of nether adventuring, and I'll show you the most interesting things that happen. Let's go! Check before we head out of here. One wither skeleton skull. We didn't get any more. We took down quite a few wither skeletons, but that's okay. We got some nether wart, we got some diamond horse armor, we got some diamonds, bones, coal, ghast tears, gunpowder, gold ingots, and most importantly, we got over a stack of blaze rods and a little bit of magma cream. So I'm gonna pack up and go home. I'm gonna call it a day, and I guess you're just gonna have to come back in the next episode to find out whether I survived the trip home. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all the things, and we'll see you in the next one.